to our channel. Today I wanted to do a quick story time, and if you guys don't know who I am, because we only have 3 videos, I'm Marsha. Nice to meet ya, and welcome to our channel. My boyfriend, this is a channel for me and my boyfriend, just a quick introduction to who we are and what we're doing here. My boyfriend's usually on this channel with me, but he's working. So just to let you know, that's kind of how the dynamic is gonna go. So if you don't see both of us, you'll probably just see me, and he may do some videos on his own too. But today I wanted to do a story time, and I'm sure if you've seen the title, you know what this is gonna be about. So let's jump right into it. So if you know me in real life, you know that I'm no troublemaker. I've never been suspended from high school, any school in my life. I've never been suspended. I don't get into drama too much. Never been to jail, anything like that. But this day wasn't my day. So here's the story. Me and my friend decided to go out. We were going out, and usually, big tip for girls too. I want to give you guys a tip while I'm doing the story time. Big tip if you're going out with a guy, or if you guys are going on a double date, or if you're going out, you and your friend, and this 2 guys that you guys met, or one of you guys met, anything like that. If you go on a date, make sure that you drive your car. And what I mean by that is when you, the first couple of times, like if you don't know this person, just drive your car or get dropped off to where you can get picked back up, okay? I mean, I guess that's the situation, but have a car, use your car. You get what I'm saying? You just never know what's gonna happen, and when you're going out with the guys for the first time, you just never know what their intentions are. So the safe way, I think one tip to stay a little bit safer is, in those types of situations, is to drive your own car. Here's how it went. So me and my girlfriend, we're like, not girlfriend, but like my friend, me and my friend were going out, and she's like, she calls me up, she's like, hey girl, you know, you want to go out with the guy that I met like last week when we were hanging out, partying, whatever the case is. And she's like, yeah, he wants to go out with me. You remember the friend that you know, he has a friend for you and you can see him, whatever. I'm like, not that kind of girl. Like, I'm not the kind of girl that's just like set me up with a motherfucker. So I wasn't with it, but I was just like, I can be a good wingman tonight. And she really wanted to go out with him, so I was down to go, and I wanted to go because I didn't want her to go alone. So what we did was, we did drive my car. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's all coming back to me. We did drive my car to his house. He lived, I can say that, right? He lived, if you know LA, if you live in LA, then you know, or have ever lived in LA, you would know that USC is like right in central LA, like south central-ish LA. Like, I know, but it's in like south central. So we were in that area. We were by the USC campus, and we were actually parked where the like frat houses are, and like, you know, the fraternity houses are, like on that street. That's where I parked my car. So I parked my car, we get in the car with the guy. Now, it's just one guy, and it's her guy, okay? So we get in the car with him. We're supposed to meet up with this other guy and just hang out, go out for dinner, all that kind of stuff. So we were gonna just do it all in his car or the other guy's car, whatever the case is. That's why he was like, you can park your car here, don't worry about it, and you know, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So he's like, we'll get in the car with him, and obviously she sits, my friend sits in the front, I sit behind her, and it's just us 3. We're about to leave, literally on the same street that my car is parked on. Get in the car, driving down the street. As we're driving down the street, like, we probably got there at like 7, and at this time it was like getting dark, okay? So we got there about 7, 6, I don't know what time it was, but we got there when it was like the sun was about to set. So when we get in the car, and by the time we're ready to leave in his car, it's pretty much nighttime. So we get in his car, we leave, we're on the same street, like I just said. Sorry for repeating myself. We're driving down the street. Remind you, I'm in the back seat. Driving down the street, la da da da, music playing, everything's cool, nothing's happened yet. Like, I mean, we're not even anywhere yet. So they're talking or whatever, and out of nowhere, the car swerves, like that's how much it swerved. That's how I moved in the car. That's how much the car swerved. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it was like he was swerving out of someone's way, but at the same time, I didn't know what was going on at that point. I just thought maybe somebody else coming the opposite way was coming down too fast. Mind you, we're on a like residential street, so there's cars parked on both sides. So if two cars can't both come at the same time down without you slowing down at least before you pass, because it's a tight pass, it's not the biggest street in the world. So all I could think of is, well, maybe we were in the middle of the way and the other person was coming really fast and we had to swerve out of the way, right? Wrong. So we swerve out of the way, and then immediately I'm like, what the fuck, and then my friend's kind of like, what the hell was that about? That's what she said, okay? Me being a driver, I'm like, shit happens, right? Wrong again. So she's like, what the fuck was that about? And I'm sitting here just in the back seat like, what the fuck is going on? So by the time she says, what the fuck was that about? We're driving fast. We are driving fast. Almost at the end of this residential street, about to hit the main street, which I think was Figueroa, if you know LA. That's a big street, Main Street. So we start driving really, really fast, and I'm like, what? And my best friend automatically, it was like she knew it was up. I swear, she's like, she knew it was up. My dingy ditzy ass. I never fucking get it. I never get what the fuck is going on. So she knew, it was like she knew something was happening. Like, she knew kind of what was going on. So she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you driving so fast? Like, who the fuck is this bitch? Who the fuck is this bitch? What do you mean, who the fuck is this bitch? So, of course, now we're driving fast, and I realized, based off of what she said, that there's someone following behind us. Immediately, me being a girl, I'm finally starting to get it. I'm starting to catch on. Wait, oh shit, this is a bitch chasing us right now. This is a bitch that he's fucked with, his baby mama, somebody in his life, that they're chasing us right now. So what I guess happened was, let me just quick recap of what happened, because I was so fucking dingy, and like, since I'm so dingy, recap. So we're driving down the street. What really happened is a girl comes, sees him in the car, gets closer, and they're coming at each other. You get what I'm saying? And usually, like I said, on this street, you would have to go around each other. You get what I'm saying? Instead, this bitch was coming straight at him. He knew who she was, obviously, by her car, and so he swerves out of her way and keeps driving fast. She busts a bitch, and she's behind us now. She's following us. So we turn on Figueroa, the big street. We're off this residential street where my car was parked. Why did I just get out? And so we turn right on Figueroa. We're smashing down for Figueroa. I mean, quick. We're driving fast. At this point, I'm like, we're both yelling at him, like me and my best friend, like, stop the fuck. I'm back here like, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care what the fucking situation is. I'm like, stop the fucking car. Let me out. I'm like, just let me out. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Just let me out. And she's up there like, who the fuck is this bitch? Why don't you take us out? Right? I'm very animated with this story time shit. So we're both yelling at him. He's over here in his mind, like, on a mission, trying to get away from this bitch, like, right? Remember, we're on Figueroa, so you're not gonna get too far down this massive street. Figueroa's a street where a lot of shit goes on. Like, this is a huge street, and it goes a long way in LA, so it's a big street. There's no way you're gonna be sitting here drag racing down there, or even just for fun driving 100 miles per hour. You get what I'm saying? Without getting stopped, okay? So we were driving so fucking fast that the first thing that happened was not the cop car, it was the helicopter. So the helicopter is like right over us, and I'm like, today's the day I'm gonna die. He's not hearing me. This isn't happening. So the helicopter comes on, and I'm just like, oh fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, my parents are gonna kill me, what the fuck, I'm such a good girl, I don't get into any trouble, what the fuck is up? So the helicopter's on us. He gets on the freeway as if the helicopter's not gonna see us. We're just invisible once we get on the freeway. No, we get on the fucking freeway and he's driving. At this point, I'm desperate. I'm just like, let me the fuck out. We're getting off the freeway. Maybe he's paying attention to me. May fucking be. We get off the freeway, 6 cops already on us. Woo, 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 woo. Coming down the street with us, right? At this point, I'm opening the door. Literally, at this point, I'm like, I'm gonna jump out. You want me to jump out? Do you want me to fucking jump out this car? I'm like, I'm gonna jump out. He's like, no. Right? He's responding all of a sudden. He's like, no, you can't jump out. Okay, I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna pull over. He gets off the freeway, pulls onto some residential street, pulls over. Thank you, Jesus. I was so freaking happy he pulled over. He pulls over. I hop out the car, hysterically crying, right? My friend, she's like, you know, she's a little rougher than me. She's a little rougher around the edges. So she's like, don't worry, calming me down. Don't worry, relax, it's okay. We didn't do anything wrong. You know, we didn't do anything wrong. Don't worry, they're not gonna do anything to us. I'm crying. In the meantime, he's not in the car. No, when he parks, he gets out and runs. Bye, because I'm standing right here and I'm telling him every fucking thing. I'm a fucking snitch. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I'm such a fucking snitch. Okay, so I'm hysterically crying. He runs. The cops come over to us. They're like, okay, of course, ID. I was gonna say driver's license, registration, ID, all this other kind of stuff. So I give him my ID. The cop is like, like, why are you even out here? Like, you shouldn't even be involved with this kind of shit. Like, you guys need to get home. Why are you in this situation? And I'm like, well, this is what happened. So I tell him a story, hysterically crying. I'm telling him a story, like, I don't even know this guy. I don't even know what's gonna happen. Right? And I'm like, I don't want to go to jail. They're like, stop, relax. You're not gonna go to jail. I'm like, I don't want you to think that I'm involved with this guy, anything he has to do with, anything like that. And they stop. They're like, calm down, relax. You're not in trouble. It has nothing to do with you, whatever the case is. So he's like, calm down. We're gonna figure things out. You know, can you call someone to bring you? And I'm like, my car is out there. You know, I don't know what to fucking do. And he's like, it's okay, don't worry, you're not in trouble, whatever the case is. In the meantime, while I'm calming down, the cops are telling me, okay, because that's the only fucking thing that was gonna calm me down, was them saying, okay, you're not going to jail, you're not in trouble. So I'm like, all right, well, good. So I'm calming down, and then his friend, the friend that was supposed to be for me, pulls up, and then he rolls up, and the guy that was driving, and he has like a whole nother like shirt on. He was just completely opposite. Like, he had dress pants, like, you know, like he was going out on a date, you know. He had like slacks on with like a button-up nice t-shirt. He comes back with like a jersey over the nice t-shirt. Like, I guess he was trying to be somebody else. I have no clue. They ended up letting him go, though. I don't know if it was because the other guy that was supposed to be with me, and then the other guy, and so I don't know why, because the other guy was a little bit older, and, you know, I don't know if he talked to the cops and got him to come and to where he didn't go to jail or something like that, but I don't know what he was about, why they were trying to pull him over. Well, I know they were trying to pull him over because we were speeding and getting chased by somebody. I don't know what the fucking case was, but eventually they let us all go, and we went with the other guy that came, and he took me to my car because it was not happening. I was too through it being around them. So I was just like, just take me to my fucking car so I can get the fuck out of here, okay? So yeah, so he took me to my car, and then me and my best friend, of course, talked and roasted that motherfucker the whole fucking way home, and then she cussed his ass out, and she's not fucking with him anymore. So that is my story time. I did this because I also wanted you guys to get a little used to me and get to know who I am. And then Jameer definitely has more story time. He has way more story times than me, but he'll be doing some story times on his own too. I will encourage him to. So stay tuned to our channel. We're definitely trying to record every single day. So please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell the world, tell your family. And both of us should be back on here in a couple days. So thanks and stay tuned. Bye.